Afternoon, everyone. Meteorologist Bill Rentschler in the 1011 Now streaming studio. Hope everyone is having a good Friday. Looking ahead to the upcoming weekend, we're going to continue to keep an eye on a couple chances for some showers and thunderstorms across the state. And one of those opportunities is going to be tonight as we head through the remainder of your Friday evening. And again, kind of like what we saw last night in parts of central and western Nebraska, there is going to be the chance for some strong to severe thunderstorms. So we'll kind of go through that opportunity for maybe some severe weather across the area tonight, and kind of look ahead to what we can expect as we head into the upcoming weekend. So again, if we pull up our weather graphics, first want to start off with kind of what we saw last night. This is the 24-hour radar loop. So you can see as of this afternoon, starting to see some development in the west, kind of similar to what we had yesterday. But again, most of the activity was really across parts of northern, western, southwestern Nebraska. Not really sure why our radar kind of goes a little wonky there, kind of wobbles back and forth just a little bit much. Clearly must have been getting ready for some Cinco de Mayo celebrations. But again, you can see a lot of the activity up near Ainsworth, O'Neill, down towards Broken Bow, into North Platte. Again, those areas saw some heavy rains. They also saw a couple severe thunderstorm warnings. In Lincoln, again, we did see at least a little bit of moisture early this morning. Again, officially nothing at the airport. We did see 1/100th here at the 1011 studios at 40th and Vine. But again, another round of showers and storms, I think kind of like what we saw last night, is going to be possible as we head tonight and into the overnight hours and into early on your Saturday morning. So if we look at observed rainfall, again, from the last 24 hours, again, these are the official METAR locations, again, from the official airport reporting stations. Again, some areas saw some big numbers. Broken Bow, just under 2 inches of rain between last night and today. North Platte, just over 1.5 inches, around 1/4 inch in Ord, around 1/3 inch in O'Neill, as well as in Columbus, around 1/4 inch in Wayne. Again, officially here in the Lincoln area, nothing. 61/100ths though in Falls City in far southeastern Nebraska. So again, I think again tonight it's going to be very kind of scattered. It's going to be hit and miss. Some areas could see some heavy rain. Some areas, again, could see nothing, kind of like what we saw last night. So again, if you look at the Storm Prediction Center outlook for the night tonight, again, big slight risk covering parts of the Panhandle, the Sandhills, southwestern Nebraska, and then kind of stretching into central sections of the state. Lincoln and parts of east central Nebraska are covered by a marginal risk for severe weather tonight. So again, an isolated severe storm can't be ruled out. I think our best chance to see anything, though, likely comes through the overnight hours and into very early on your Saturday morning. I think the best chances will be, again, through this evening, through late tonight, across, again, parts of central into western sections of the state. So Grand Island, Kearney, Lexington, North Platte, Imperial, McCook, Thedford, over towards Ogallala, Kimball, up towards Alliance. Again, could see the opportunity for some of those stronger storms, a little bit of a better opportunity for some of those stronger storms as we head through the remainder of the evening. If we break down, again, sort of the category, again, there is a small chance, 2%, for an isolated tornado. So, again, can't rule out that chance for a tornado. Our primary threat tonight, though, would likely be large hail. Again, a wide area there, again, where that slight risk was. And, again, potentially some significant hail, 2 inches in diameter, across parts of southwestern Nebraska in that hatched area that we see on the map. And then damaging wind gusts, again, also going to be possible across a chunk of central and western sections of the state. So again, here's a look at the current satellite and radar loop, again, over the last couple hours. Again, you can see some of the remnants of what we had last night into very early this morning, still kind of lingering in parts of western Iowa, far east central sections of Nebraska. And again, some activity trying to get going across parts of the Sandhills and then in the high country in eastern Wyoming. Again, this is all part of an upper level trough off to our west, going to be deepening and kind of swinging through the area as we head over the next 24 hours or so. Again, that's what's really going to be driving these thunderstorms. So again, that activity not really going yet, but as we head through the rest of this evening, we're going to watch for that activity to continue to expand in coverage. So if you look at SkyCast, this is our rapid refresh model. Again, real world conditions doing an okay job. And as we head through this evening, again, starts to really develop that stuff as we head probably past 5 o'clock. This is 8 o'clock. You can see most of the activity is across parts of the Panhandle. Some, though, isolated stuff certainly can't be ruled out across parts of south central Nebraska. Again, some of those could be, again, on the strong to severe side. And then as we head past 8 o'clock, again, that activity very slowly kind of continues to drift off to the east. So by 10 o'clock, again, a lot of this is centered across parts of the Sandhills into parts of central central Nebraska past 10 o'clock. Again, it continues to slide to the east by midnight tonight. Most of this is centered across the central sections of the state. In Lincoln, again, I think between now and 10 o'clock tonight, midnight tonight, chances for any thunderstorm activity aren't zero, but they're pretty low for maybe a spotty shower or two. But again, thunderstorm activity for us, likely our best chance is going to come as we head past midnight. I think between about 2 a.m. and 6 a.m. is when here in Lincoln and across parts of eastern Nebraska, we could hear maybe an isolated rumble of thunder. And again, I think it weakens a bit as it moves to the east, though. So again, it's just a marginal risk for Lincoln. You know, we're not expecting anything widespread by any means, but there is the opportunity there. And I think overnight tonight, again, we could maybe hear some rumbles of thunder for Lincoln and eastern sections of the state. But again, by far and away, the best chance for any strong storms this evening, kind of across the western third, central sections of the state. So if you look at forecasted lows as we head into the weekend, again, not too bad. Saturday morning, we're looking at upper 30s to upper 40s for the western third of the state, and then 50s to low 60s as you head further to the east. In Lincoln, we're going to go for 58 for a morning low on Saturday. Temperatures on Saturday afternoon, again, they'll be warm. We're looking at low 80s for the southern half of the state, 70s to right around 80 for the northern tier of the state, low 70s out west. In Lincoln, Grand Island, 83 for a forecast high for the day on Saturday, 86 in Beatrice, 87 in Hebron. Some areas down in northern Kansas certainly wouldn't rule out maybe a 90-degree reading or two into Sunday morning. Again, we're looking at 40s, 50s to right around 60 degrees from west to east. And then Sunday afternoon, again, warm again, 86 in Lincoln. And we're looking at low to mid-90s possible for areas like Nebraska City, Beatrice, Hebron, Falls City. So again, a warm finish to the weekend for those areas in far southeastern Nebraska. Cooler as you head further to the west. Again, some 70s for the panhandle and northern parts of the state, low to mid 80s for central Nebraska, mid to upper 80s for Lincoln and parts of east central sections of the state. Extended forecast in Lincoln, again, 83 for Saturday, 86 for Sunday, 84 for Monday, and then staying in the low 80s as we head through the remainder of the week next week. And we're kind of stuck in that pattern a little bit here, again, typical of mid-May or early to mid-May in this case, where we're at least going to have at least a small chance for some showers, scattered thunderstorms, basically every day over the course of the next 7 days. Again, 30% for both Saturday and Sunday. Again, we could also see some severe storms on Sunday. There's a marginal risk for eastern Nebraska. Wouldn't cancel any plans by any means, but certainly just need to kind of keep an eye on the weather as we head through the upcoming weekend. Again, 30% on Saturdays, mainly in the morning. Again, I think probably between 2 a.m. and 6 a.m. for Lincoln is our best chance. And then Sunday, that opportunity will come in the evening time frame. And then again, through the remainder of the work week next week, again, at least a 20 or 30% chance every day. So again, I certainly wouldn't cancel plans, but again, just kind of keep an eye on what the weather is doing. So again, really quickly, we'll recap what we have for tonight, and then we'll let folks go. Again, meteorologist Brandon Rector will have all the latest coming up 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock tonight. He'll keep you updated. So again, there's that SPC outlook for the night tonight. That marginal in green does include Lincoln. Again, that means isolated severe storms possible. Slight risk in yellow. That means scattered severe storms possible. So again, that's the 2 out of 5. The marginal is the 1 out of 5. Again, so just something to keep an eye on tonight as we head over the next several hours. Most of the activity, again, likely going to stay across parts of western central Nebraska between now and midnight tonight. I think past midnight tonight is when central and eastern Nebraska, again, start to at least see that chance begin to increase. So that's what I got for you today. So again, appreciate everyone for tuning in. Like I mentioned, again, meteorologist Brandon Rector will have all the details coming up tonight, 4, 5, 6, and 10. So again, as always, keep it tuned to 1011, both on air and online, for all of your latest news, weather, and sports. Hope everyone has a nice Friday, and hope everyone has a nice weekend.